Do you even know how blessed you are? Do you even know? I want to start off this with that question. Do you know how blessed you actually are to have woken up another day? To be able to breathe without any problems? To be able to see the sun and moon every day? Do you know how blessed you are? I bring this up, right? Because I try to sit in that energy every day. Before I eat my first meal of the day, I like to say just a long list of just what I'm grateful for and things I'm blessed to have. Because I think it's important to really acknowledge just the things that a lot of people, quite frankly, take for granted, right? Something as simple as, being able to wake up, having a bed to sleep in. Morning. Being able to say that your family is okay, right? The people that you care about are okay. Having people who are safe, right? You're safe and you're blessed. You're protected. I think it's important to really acknowledge that. I say this, right, because I've noticed just in my life, the more gratitude that I express, the more the better I feel, right? And the less that I take for granted. Because that used to be something that I did. I would take a lot of things for granted. Something like just being able to eat, right? It's a lot of people who don't have that, right? Being able to have clean water, right? Being able to have clean water. That's one of the biggest issues in the world. Access to water, or the access to good water, right? And I used to take that for granted. Man. Being able to have things like your senses, like your five senses. I think a lot of people get hung up on the fact that maybe either they have, their senses are perfect, and so they take advantage of it, and which can lead to damages in like your ears or your eyes, or people like myself who have one weakened sense. In my case, my hearing, right? I was born with less hearing. I think like 50% hearing on both ears, and I used to get sad or mad that I was like, damn, I really have like hearing aids. Like I hated having hearing aids, but I didn't look at it another way, which is like, I'm blessed to even have hearing at all. I'm blessed to even have hearing at all, and to have access to the technology that I do to increase my quality of life, right? We were born in a time where I can have hearing aids. Born in a time where I have access to a device, technology, healthcare to increase my quality of life. Something so simple I would take for granted, right? Where I was born into a life where I could even have access to that. So I try to sit in that energy every day. Now, I think, expressing gratitude, I know I mentioned it just helps you to be more appreciative of the stuff that you have. But then you just also appreciate your life more. I guarantee you, I'm willing to wager on this. Every single person who watches this, if you sit and think about it for a minute, there's at least 10 things you could say that, like, that you're blessed to have, right? 10 things, right? I guarantee you, if you really sit and think about it, there's at least 10 things that you can list that you have that a lot of people either don't have, or maybe that you've taken for granted, right? Just helps you to realize how blessed you actually are. Because you are blessed. Being able to see this video right now, me being able to share a message with people wherever they are on this beautiful planet that we share, right? Being able to do that, being able to walk in a public space without the immediate fear of, just dying, right? If you can say that you can live your life every day without the fear of dying, you are already more blessed than a lot of people already. And it's crazy, because I used to take that for granted, being able to say that I was safe, I was protected, because I was so focused on the negative things that were happening in my life. I was so focused on negative, I forgot to look at what it is that I do have. And I think that's just how we're programmed. We focus on what's going wrong when there's a lot of things that are still going right. In any situation, it's very easy to look at the negative instead of focusing on what's going right. It's great, man. I realize more and more every day just how blessed I truly am. Yesterday, I did something new again. I actually went on a discovery flight. The first flight that I've ever done with the pilot. I was flying in a little airplane, and we flew around for an hour. It was so nerve-wracking. I was scared, because I've been on planes before, right? Like commercial planes going from one place to another. And I've looked out the window before, and I've always liked looking out the window. I like the view. But looking down on the world from that plane as the driver, that was crazy. Now that was a whole different view for me, because I was actually operating the vehicle. Being able to have had that experience, being one step closer to my dream, right? My dream. I always wanted to fly. I did fly. I already accomplished my dream. Now that I'm thinking about it, now I'm talking about it. Now I want to be like a certified pilot. I want to be able to keep flying. It's a lot of work, and it's pretty hefty. But I know that I'm capable of it, because I'm blessed. I'm blessed to have even been able to walk this path at all. This dream that has been instilled in me, that I'm able to pursue. It's amazing. And I truly feel blessed, and I just wanted to share, not only as like a testimony, but to also help someone else, truly think about what it is that they are blessed with. I really encourage you, whoever's watching this, take some time and really think about what it is that you're grateful for. Everything that you're grateful for. If you have access to food, if you have a bed that you sleep on, if you have access to transportation, if you live in a place with quality air that you can breathe in, if your family is still alive, you have friends that you care about, are still with you, everything, man. it's so easy to get caught up in the negative. It's so easy. Like I notice just in my life, that's what I used to always do. I'll just be focused on the negative, whether it be what was going on with my parents, whether what was going on in my life, like my school life, what's going on in my personal being, like whether I made a mistake or whether I treated someone poorly. So easy to get caught up in that, and it's so easy to forget that we are also blessed. So I encourage you, right? If you're watching this, if you're still with me, if you're still rocking with this, please take some time. Take some time today, and maybe even try to make it a habit. Try to make it a habit to express gratitude every day for everything that you're thankful for, everything that's going that you have, that's going on for you, all the experiences that you've had that have led you to this moment. Just take some time and think about it, man. It's really easy to get caught up in your head in the negative cycles. So easy to repeat all these negative cycles. You know, this year I'm learning that the most. You know, I've just trying to instill a lot of good habits and cycles that I want to implement, but yet it's so easy for me to get caught up in like old ways of thinking, old choices, old habits that I used to have, right? So take some time and truly appreciate what it is that you have, man. Because it could all change. It could all change. But yeah, that's about all that I got for you. It's a beautiful day out. Pretty chilly, but that's okay. I'm gonna go ahead and enjoy the rest of this walk. If you're seeing this, I love you. Hope you have an amazing rest of your day. Make sure to take care of yourself, because the only person who could take care of you is you. And always remember, gratitude makes you appreciate all the things that you have more. It's really easy to take advantage or to take for granted everything that you have going on in your life. So take some time to really appreciate what it is that you have. Have a good one.